I think you can hear the siren.
Yeah, we hear sirens, so I think you're right about that ambulance, Andrew King. So Kalbacher exits. Entering the game, John Books, a 6'1", 195-pound freshman out of St. Anthony. His first collegiate snap is out of the pistol. It's a low snap, a stretch play. They hand it off, nowhere to go. Getting in the defensive backfield there that time was Charles Suey, defensive lineman, freshman out of Salesian. That was Darren Sandoval getting the carry. So you got Sandoval wearing 32 and Amata Tavai wearing uniform number 22 that have gotten the carry so far here today for the Rustlers. Here's Buxer going to pass for the first time. Flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run. This one going to be low. The intended wide receiver over there. Was Sandoval, so that on fourth down going to end up being a turnover on downs.
You and I both know Coach Mitchell's a really good motivator, so he's gonna put those skills to test probably a lot sooner than he wanted to this season.
You always wonder how teams are going to respond after a long delay like that and seeing one of your teammates go down.
Can happen to anyone at any time. So
the paramedics have arrived in the form of the Huntington Beach Fire Department. So Kalbacher the cart has driven right to the fire truck as there's going to be a pause before this play could even start.
Got a false start on on Glendale there. Can take him back 5 yards.
So Bond stays in there at quarterback. We were told they'd play two. So far it's been all Bonds. This time he keeps it himself. And he's going to be swallowed up. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Bonds carries the ball down to the 28-yard.
Don Anderson there on the stop for Golden West. Second down for the Vaqueros. .13:45 to play here in this first. Bonds quickly out to the flat, and a big stop there that time by the freshman Markel Johnson. Came up from his corner position and sniffed that one out.
Yeah, when you run cover two, your corners don't take the receiver all the way. Don't cover man-to-man, obviously. They stay in there flat. And that's why he's able to make those kind of tackles, those kind of plays.
Bonds. Far side, and this one, did he make the catch? Nice catch there on the far sideline. Johnson was there on the coverage, but the catch was made by Dominic Wilson.
Yeah. Nice play with Dominic Wilson.
But it's going to be shy of the first down marker, so that brings up a fourth.
Yeah, Wilson went out route. Yeah, he ran it out a little too soon for the first down.
Xavier Smith back to receive the punt.
Xavier Smith standing on his own 30-yard line. Seltzer to punt this one away. It's a wobbly kick. Smith thought about taking it on a hop. He does, and he's hit immediately. Taniguchi there on the special teams for Glendale.
Yeah, Taniguchi could hit, but he could get flagged for taunting.
It's almost helmet to helmet also.
Yeah, but he was up in the returner's face.
No gain for Xavier senior Smith on the play.
Lester Towns is not happy right now. There's a late flag came in, and he is giving Jamie Washington a piece of his mind. Washington, the freshman DB out of La Cañada. Towns threw down his play sheet and nearly tossed his headset as well. He's upset by that.
Ball spotted at the 50-yard line after the penalty.
So it was a good special teams play there by Glendale, negated. And the Rustlers will take over at midfield. John Buxer, freshman out of St. Anthony's. More of a runner of the two, certainly more athletic. Looks to the far side, and this one going to be thrown at the feet of Deese.
It's too bad they can't go to running game right now. It would really help settle.
Second down and 10, Rustlers from midfield. They hand it off, and another hurdle there that time by Tavai. He likes to get airborne, certainly. Picks up 5 there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Golden West. You don't want to get too happy doing that, right, Andrew King?
No, because you're going to end up on your head real fast. He's playing with fire there.
3rd down and 4 officially. Sends Sheldon White in motion. Buxer finds White, and he threw it too tall.
There's a flag in the secondary. Oh, pass interference offense, looks like.
Maybe a pick play there.
Yeah, maybe. You know, they call it's going to take a while for me to get over that blatant pass interference call.
They wave it.
Oh, they did. Oh.
I mean, I didn't see the pick, in all honesty. I mean, White was wide open. Buxer just missed him. I didn't see the pick, though. And so 4th and 4, Nick Mitchell is going to elect not to go for it and instead try to pin the Vaqueros deep. So it was a similar tale in this game last year at Glendale. Rustlers got off to a slow start. They ended up picking it up late
Out to return for Glendale.
en route to that 33-0 win, but so far offense has not been really sharp. This one dribbles to Baldwin, not going to be able to run with this one, or maybe he will be. Baldwin keeps it, tries to cut it back across the field. He gets to the other side of midfield at about the 48-yard line, but no further. So that's the second bad snap. The last one, it was a fortuitous bounce to Baldwin. It worked out. This one, not so much.
I think you're going to see long snapper and the punter on the sidelines working on that. Wasn't this an issue last year? They couldn't fight. They couldn't get a snap right. I'm not picking on anyone. I'm just saying you got to get that fixed.
Handoff there that time, across midfield.
Yeah, almost like a little counter. Started right and went a little left.
Second down.
Went to the left guard in the right in the center.
Meza with a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6 from the Rustler 49-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side. They give it to Meza again. He tries to turn the corner, does. He's pushed out of bounds, and a late flag comes in.
Meza runs out of bounds.
So let's see here.
This is getting too much.
Ryan Raines came up.
Well,
I'm not sure.
I think he was leading with his crown of his helmet, though.
The field judge, Garrett Hayslip, threw that flag from his secondary. And they're going to waive this one as well. Our white hat's Ed Zapolsky. Rod Gillenberg, the umpire, the head linesman, Chad Murphy, John Stavola, the line judge, the field judge we just mentioned, Garrett Hayslip, the side judge, John Gill III, and the back judge, Jason Godfrey. Vaqueros break the huddle with 10:39 to play. 3rd down and 4 from the Rustler 45-yard line. Bonds, they tried to go option. Roberts says, no, no.
Bonds is sacked on the play.
Damon Roberts with the sack.
I don't want the ball. You take the ball. Nice push up the middle. The 2 guards in center couldn't withstand that push from the interior of the defensive line for the Rustlers in that play. And the Vaqueros will punt.
A loss of 5 brings up a 4th down and 9 as we're under 10 to play here in this first half. So we'll have a new punt returner to be Markel Johnson. And Rustlers didn't have enough men on the field there that time. So they're forced to burn a timeout.
Vaqueros could have called for the snap and threw the ball to the guy on your side.
And got an easy first down, too.
Yep. Or he beats the return man, he's got a touchdown.
Rahshaun, Haylock, Andrew King here with you. 9:40 left in the second quarter. No score here between the Rustlers and the Vaqueros, as this is the opening day of the 2017 football season. The first full season here at Golden West College on this field. Coming up at the half, we'll talk to Athletic Director Albert Gasparian about the decision and what it took to make all of this come true. I know it's been a wish for head coach Nick Mitchell for quite some time. Seltzer to punt it away for Glendale. And could be the first time we see Markel Johnson get his hands on the ball. This one going to be blocked. Blocked. It's in the air and it's scooped up. Is that Baldwin the third? Yes, it is. He scoops it up and he's tackled at the 20-yard line. James Baldwin the third, the punter slash safety slash defensive end slash block punt specialist for these Rustlers here on opening day. A dramatic shift in the change of field position, and the Rustlers will have it 1st down and 10 at the Vaquero 22-yard line.
Rahshaun, they gotta go for the 6 and hopefully get 7 on the extra point. They cannot settle for 3 points here. They gotta stick it in the end zone here. That was a great block.
Tavai in there to the left of Buxa. Mooten at the bottom of your screen, White in the slot. 9.5 to play here in the second. They fake it to Tavai. Here's Buxa. He can run. He lowers his shoulder inside the 15-yard line. A nice healthy run there from the CIF Southern Section champion from St. Anthony's. Enough for a 1st down.
I bet Coach Mitchell was holding his breath. You don't want your second-string quarterback or quarterback 1B, whichever you like, lowering his shoulder this early in the season.
So 1st and 10 Rustlers. They hand it off to Vi, cuts at the line of scrimmage. A stiff form, tries to turn the edge, and he's going to be wrangled from behind at the 10-yard line.
That was almost a horse collar.
Yeah, Delgado in there, nearly got caught for a horse collar. A couple 22s going at it there, 22 on 22 crime.
Look for a fade pass to Deese here, up on the right-hand side over here.
Ball's at the 9-yard line. Buxa looking fade, looking Deese, incomplete.
Who called that play?
You called it. Are you sure you don't want to grab the headset next to me and shoot that down to Coach Mitch?
They be running a lot of the double stack. That was good for them last year, but they went away from for some reason.
So a 3rd down and 7 for the Rustlers. They don't need a touchdown for a 1st down. Books a fade to the opposite side, looking for Mouton that time, and incomplete. And I'm not sure that shouldn't have been a pass interference there against the cornerback, Cameron Spencer.
Yeah, these referees are inconsistent on what they want to do. So, you know, it's like
he certainly impeded the progress of Mouton there that time.
Going for field goal here.
So we'll see Saul Rodriguez for the first time today. This field goal is up and through. So first points of the season for the Rustlers come off of the leg of number 63. 26-yard field goal. And the Rustlers take a 3-0 lead as you're watching Golden West Rustler football right here on sportsnetusa.net. Rahshaun Haylock here alongside Andrew King. Not really the result I know you were hoping for, Andrew. They at least get 3 though, however.
No, you know me, I'm more aggressive. Then again, I'm not the coach of the team. It's easier for me to say, but I think they gotta be aggressive. Oh, now we're playing some music now.
This your type of music?
It's my favorite band.
Yeah. Pardon my ignorance. I don't know who this is.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Kicks at my heart.
Okay, I was going to say Motley Crue, but I wasn't sure. Maybe it's a gift to you.
I guess.
It's O'Neal going to take it up to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 Vaqueros from the 20. In case you're just joining us, this one was scoreless through the first quarter. Rustlers lost starting quarterback Beau Kalbacher to what appeared to be a left arm injury. He was carted off and he just left in the ambulance. Rustlers just got on the board for the first time. James Baldwin III came up with a block punt. Rustlers took over at their own 22, but the drive stalled, and it was Rodriguez with a 26-yard field goal. Here's Glendale trying to answer. And a nice job tiptoeing and pirouetting there is Wilson as he makes the catch and he gets it ahead to the 32-yard line.
That's what I call a blind faith slant. He just told Bonds, throw the ball at that spot, and hopefully someone wearing white catches it. And he put it right on the money.
Bonds out of the pistol. 2 wide receivers. Nowhere to go for Meza.
We're getting some extracurricular.
Celiuta from the defensive line there one more time making the stop. So it'll be a 3rd down and 9 for Glendale.
Good time for a draw or screen.
Ball at their own 32-yard line. Wilson goes in motion to the top of your screen. Bonds looks that way, now comes back near side. Thought about throwing it, now running for his life out of bounds. He scurries for a couple, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Damon Roberts there again giving chase. He also had some help in the form of Don Anderson.
No, they're staying out there. The offense is staying out there. Yeah, it's 3rd down.
That last play was 3rd down. At least it should have been.
Well, they're calling this 3rd down.
Unreal. The Golden West coaches next to us are complaining that the last play was 3rd down as well. So let's see. Maybe we're just watching through green and gold eyes. Low snap. Bond steps up. This one is going to be in and out of the hands of Wilson, and a flag is going to come in. Getting there too early was Justin Ford, the freshman cornerback.
Yep.
So that's going to extend this drive.
That was pass interference.
He got there
Yeah.
about 3 steps too soon, huh?
Yep, sure did.
6:15 to play here in this quarter. And while we have a moment, you told me not to sing. I'm not going to sing.
Oh, boy.
But I do want to wish you a happy birthday, partner.
Appreciate it.
Happy birthday to you. Wish you many, many, many more.
I appreciate that.
Happy and healthy ones.
Amen to that.
Always know it's football season when it's your birthday, brother. I don't recall us ever having your birthday on a game day. I always tell you in the post game.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
good to
Well,
tell you here.
Well, it's the 40th, so a little special, you know.
From me and all the Rustler fans.
I appreciate that. And Mitch's mom, too, I'm sure.
Yeah, Mrs. Mitch. Want to say hello to her as well. She's already made her presence felt on this broadcast, helping us out with a couple technical difficulties. That ball out, the Rustlers come up with, oh, they call it a face mask.
Wow.
Wow. But thank you, Mrs. Mitch, for helping us out from up north.
There is a flag on the field.
Just be careful giving too many sweets to Rahshaun.
Yeah, no, I got to cut back, man. You'd be proud of me. I didn't even start. Normally day game, right? I'm going to the donut shop, right, beforehand. I didn't even do it. Had a nice fruit, veggie smoothie, you know. I'm trying to change my ways.
There was a face mess on defense because the ball got moved forward. So
15-yarder. So be first down from the 45 of Glendale. Bonds looking far side. Jump ball and incomplete. He was looking for O'Neal over there.
the ref was thinking about he's going to his pocket for his hanky. He decided to keep it in his pocket. How about that?
Brings up second down.
You know, it's like in baseball, the umpires, I know it's football, but just as long as the strike zone's consistent.
Consistent, right?
Yeah, if it's high, low, just call it.
If it's a high strike in the first inning, it's a high strike in the ninth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just call it consistently. It's all people want.
Second down and 10 from the Rustler 45-yard line. Bonds with 4 wide. They hand it off and get to the second level. Churning and churning for extra yards is Daniel Torres, and he gets a little push from the pal. Enough for a first down as Torres gets it up to the 32-yard line. A pickup of 13 there, and a first down for Glendale. So this is the best drive for the Vaqueros. It's the deepest they've been into Rustler territory this afternoon. Under 5.5 to play. Albert Gasparian, the athletic director of the Rustlers, is going to join us here at the half. As you're watching Rustler football on SportsNetUSA.net, your home of Rustler football. Low snap, Bonds hands it off once again. This time Meza tries to get outside, breaks a tackle. Incredible that he broke that tackle in the backfield. He was able to fall forward and got back to the original line of scrimmage. Alex Barnes just couldn't wrap him up there that time. It would have been a loss. Rustler still stopping for no gain, however. Three wide, 2 backs for Bonds. They call this 20 personnel, right? 2 backs, no tight ends.
Yep.
Bonds delivers far side and complete.
How that works out, Rahshaun's real easy, right? Think of running back, R, T, and then receiver, right? Receiver's not counted, so just R and T, right? Running back and tight end, that's what you're going off of. You have one running back, 1 tight end, 11 personnel. 12 personnel will be 1 running back and 2 tight ends, right? So just remember RB. That's what the numbers mean. Does that help you?
Helps me a lot. Judson Sonatus on the coverage there that time. Under 4.5 to play. Rustlers up 3-0 here. Second quarter action. $11 personnel. for Glendale. They give it to the tight end, Mincy, and Mincy going to be wrapped up, holding him up there that time. It looked like it was Anderson. He waited for a couple of his compadres to come over and wrestle down the big tight end. Randall Mincy, pardon me, 6'3", 235-pound sophomore out of Cincinnati. Not the easiest to go down. He picks up about 2 there, brings up a 4th down and 8 at the Rustler 30-yard line, and offense staying on the field.
That makes sense. Too long for a field goal and way too short to punt, so. This is what's it called? 4-down territory, right?
4-down territory.
Excellent. Let's call timeout.
And have a timeout being taken from this near sideline. So timeout Glendale. Comes with 3:41 to play here in this first half. So John Rome, the head coach, along with holding the duties of offensive coordinator up here in the booth, going to deliver the play call down to the field. I don't know that I ever recall ever seeing a head coach in the booth, with the exception of there are a couple of guys that once they got older in age, had a couple of health issues, they were relegated to the booth for a game or two. I think I remember Bobby Bowden doing that, Joe Paul perhaps.
Yeah, broke the broken leg on the sideline, right?
Yeah. But that's the only time that I ever recall seeing that happen. And I know a lot of offensive coordinators will tell you they like calling plays from the booth a lot better because you have a lot more room. You can spread out your notes, your play sheets and everything on the desk up here. So Bonds breaks the huddle with 3 wide receivers. 4th down and 8. Mincy, the tight end, in motion, coming to the bottom of the screen. Bonds steps up, going to deliver it far side, has a man caught, 10-yard line, pushed out of bounds inside the 5. And coming out of the backfield was the tailback, Daniel Torres. Just ran a little bit of a wheel route there that time, Andrew King, and Bonds found him. How about the feet of the quarterback there to step up in the pocket, deliver that throw? Huge gain there on 4th down.
Exactly. That was great by Bonds' footwork. You're right. But what happens is the running back runs what they think is a swing pattern or a flat pattern, and he all of a sudden turns upfield, and the cornerback loses track of him. Linebacker loses track. Safety's in the middle of the field looking for someone else. There's no one there, and that's why it's so effective.
26-yard pickup. Bonds under center for the first time this afternoon. They give it to Torres again. He tries to get on the edge. He's not going to do it. That was the corner Sonatas again, coming up there and making the play.
Okay, prediction. The Vaqueros are going to get 6 points. They're going to do it at the air. They're not going to run. They're not running the ball unless there's a penalty. They're not running the ball from here for a touchdown. Not against this defense. Not right now.
Loss of 3 there. 2nd and goal from the 7. As we're under 2:45 to play here in this second quarter. Is that not too many men in the huddle? Mincy's running off the field right now. They broke the huddle with 12. Yeah. No flag there. He ran right by the referee.
Yep.
Meza will get the carry. He tries to muscle his way up to the 5 and does. He picks up 2. Unbelievable.
You know more about the process than I do, but now you have material for Tuesday. You can ask Coach Mitchell how many letters he write to the association about these referees.
You know how that works, right? They send you a letter and say, we apologize, we missed it, but that's it.
But he'll be writing them.
Unbelievable.
There's at least 3 calls so far, at least 2. I know that. That one right there, and the phantom, the not called pass interference call.
3rd and goal from the 5 as we approach 2 to play here, second quarter. Glendale trying to get on the board for the first time this afternoon, trailing 3-0. One-on-one coverage to the outside if Bonds wants it. He's going to roll near side, delivers in the flat. Meza caught, end zone, touchdown Glendale.
Yeah, what they did there, Bonds sucked up the linebacker's defensive line, and no one forgot Meza. I mean, everyone forgot Meza, and he threw the ball swing pass to Meza for a touchdown. It's almost like a makeshift screenplay.
So Glendale, with that touchdown, takes its first lead of the game, as Seltzer will try for the point after. Bonds will hold it. It's a low snap. The kick is up and good. So Glendale 7, Golden West 3, 1:43 left in this first half. And Michael Bonds, first career touchdown pass for the freshman out of St. Francis. And the faithful who made the trip here from Glendale, the first time all afternoon, have something to cheer about.
But you know, you don't win any game in the first half. How many times are you going to hear me say that this season? You don't win games in the first half. That was a nice drive. They got helped by I don't say by the referees. They got helped by some penalties on the Rustlers. You know that the ref had called that face mask on the offense. He pointed to the offense, and all of a sudden, when the ball's in the 50-yard line. So
that happened on what we thought up here was fourth down, right?
Yeah. So
James Baldwin the third and Markel Johnson back deep to receive it for Golden West. Seltzer will kick it off. Nice kick. Johnson backpedals, runs underneath it at the 2. Johnson, stutter steps. Johnson with a crease and tripped up at the 35-yard line. Markel Johnson was the athlete of the year up in the Vallejo area. Check this out, Andrew King. When a state title in football, a state title in basketball, they don't give out state titles in baseball, but he got as far as you could possibly get. He made it to a sectional championship in baseball, but his team came up just a little bit short. But what a senior campaign for him in his final prep year at St. Patrick St. Vincent out in Vallejo. We have a new quarterback for the Rustlers, as the first play is a handoff. And this is Joe Peel, 6'2", 225-pound freshman out of Fallon, Nevada. There's a Vaquero on the turf. And Peel bounced back from the University of Nevada, which also is the last school Sheldon White was at before he came here with the Rustlers.
I don't know temperatures on the field, but don't seem like it's too hot here.
You haven't seen as many cramps as we thought we would, right?
We are near the beach, and we have a nice, decent breeze coming.
Nice breeze out here in Huntington Beach, right? This ain't bad for a Saturday afternoon, huh?
No. And you know, we're not.
It gets cold in Costa Mesa at night.
Yeah, but we're not looking at the sun trying to call the game when the sun goes down. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's a good thing.
There's so many advantages.
If you and I got to vote, we vote. Yeah, let's stay here forever.
Stay here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think we do.
Are we opting in for next season already?
They got my vote, and I think they got yours. So.
Yeah.
Number 16, Joe Pyle, now in at quarterback for Golden West.
They hand it off to Vi. Gets around the edge. He's going to be pushed back. Stays on his feet at the 30. Now just needs to get some positive yardage, and he does. As he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, may have picked up an inch or two. The injured Vaquero on that last play was Justin Fernandez. 5'9" linebacker out of Waimea, Hawaii. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. So 1 minute exactly left in this first half. 3rd down and 7 for the Rustlers at the 36-yard line. What do you think here?
Oh. I hope the player, whoever he is, I hope he's all right. But it's third down. It's a crapshoot what the coach wants to do here.
The injured Vaquero is right in front of their sideline at the 28-yard line. Just back-to-back plays that they've lost someone. Anderson, who was injured on the previous play, he's up, hydrating right now by the trainer's table, has his helmet in his hand, and looks like he's going to be okay. And this is Gallagher, the linebacker. And this is the second time he's had to come off today. This time, however, he's not really going to be able to be helped out on his own, walk off on his own strength, as he needs some assistance. Looks like he barely wants to put any pressure on that right leg. So pile in there in the pistol. 4 wide receivers. Hit as he throws. They set up a screen. Spin move there by Smith, but he's not going to get enough for a first down. He's going to be taken down at the 40.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer against the Vaqueros. So a gift there for the Rustlers, as it's going to give them 15 yards and an automatic first down, as Pyle took a shot there as he got rid of it.
But you got to credit to him. He knew he was going to take a shot, and he stood in there for his teammates. So you got to give credit to him for that. And he completed the pass to boot, right? How about that?
Pyle, a Nevada kid, walked on at the University of Nevada. So they add 15 to the end of the run. So this will be a first down and 10 for the Rustlers as they spot the ball inside of Glendale territory to be at the 45-yard line.
And the Rustlers only have one timeout.
It's one timeout left as the ball's put in play. The time is running. Now 40 ticks left and counting. Pyle looking, going up top, and
incidental contact.
Incidental contact they're going to call. Deese hit the turf.
Yeah.
He was locked up over there with Manuel Nahara.
Yeah, Deese and Nahara. I looked like Deese was going down first before Nahara, and they knocked Nahara down. So, plus the throw was not catchable.
30 seconds left.
But with the incomplete, it helps the Rustlers. Stops the clock.
2nd and 10. Pyle, they set up a screen one more time. Dominic Smith, and he's going to get up to the 35-yard line, enough for a first down as he fought for those last few yards.
Look like a face mask.
So the clock will stop momentarily for them to move the sticks. But Pyle needs to hurry and get the call in as the clock has already resumed. Under 20 seconds left. Pyle, where's he going? Up the middle. 30-yard line, and timeout going to be taken by John Shipp from that far sideline. And he really didn't have to take it because there's a Vaquero down. It could have been an injury timeout.
They might give it to him.
They give it back to him.
Yeah,
we'll
they
see.
Might. They should.
Injured Vaquero. Can't tell if that's 78 or 79.
It's 78.
It's got to be 78, right? There's no 79 on our roster. That's Daniel Gutierrez, a defensive lineman.
Yeah. You don't want to see any of these young men get hurt. Looks like he happens to be in some discomfort there.
8 seconds left here in this first half. Albert Gasparian, the Golden West athletic director, going to join us here at the half. Stick around with that for that. Looks like they are going to charge that timeout to Golden West.
See, that's not. I don't know. Just call it consistently. It's all that matters, I guess.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that should be. It'd be different. If it was a Golden West, player, that'd be different, but it's not. You know what I mean? So. I guess the only thing people would say is, for lack of a better term, why should one team who call timeout profit from another team having hurt player? Yeah, they're going to throw the ball deep here and hopefully save enough time for a long field goal. Looks like, because what they're going to have to, because or out of bounds real quick, because anything in the middle of the field and it's. They're playing man underneath.
So as they wait for Gutierrez to make his way off of the field, Pyle has the offense at the line of scrimmage with 4 wide. It'll be Smith and White in the slots. Deese wide to the bottom of your screen.
Yep.
Mouton split wide to the top. 9 seconds left. Rustlers out of timeouts. Pyle steps up, got to get rid of it, throws it across the middle of the field, pass caught. 2 seconds left. They got to hurry up, get on the ball, and spike it as the clock stopped to move the sticks.
I guess they gave the timeout back to him. They did. They must have. Yeah.
They had to. Yeah, they get the timeout.
Yep. That's good. So what do you do here, Rahshaun? Go for the 6 or take the well, there's no gimmies here. Go for the 3 here, but you're way wide over there. I don't know. That's kind of a tricky kick. Yeah. So.
The ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. So you're looking at about a 34-yard field goal.
The only thing for going for that is right-footed kickers usually will slice. If they slice, they'll slice that way, from left to right. I mean, from right to left. So.
Looks like the offense is staying out there, though.
They're going to try to get a pass interference call. Watch.
Oh no, there's the kicker.
I guess I'm wrong.
Number 63, Saul Rodriguez.
So Rodriguez will be out there for the field goal. Actually going to be about a 31-yard field goal. And John Rome, who's made his way down to the sideline, is going to call a timeout. So we'll try to ice the kicker here.
Oh, maybe they had, yeah, maybe so.
Glendale 7, Golden West 3. 2 seconds left in this first half. Albert Gasparian, the athletic director of the Golden West Rustlers, to join us coming up at the half. When he joins us, will it be a 1-point deficit for the Rustlers? Or will it be 4 where it stands right now? So Rodriguez will recollect his thoughts.
Maybe they fake it.
From the right hash, 31-yard field goal. Blocked. It was a low snap, Andrew King, but that pressure came right up the middle into the face of the kicker, Rodriguez, and he really had no shot there.
It threw off the timing of the kick, though. I mean, the ball was flat on the ground. He had lifted back up, so.
Did a nice job on the hold to get it back up as quickly as possible, but
it threw off the kicker too, timing of it. So.
So 7-3, our score here at Golden West College, as the Rustlers will go into the locker room trailing this one. It's been an impressive first half for this Glendale team. We talked about it, Andrew King, a very young Glendale team that came up here and made the trip from the 818. So we'll step aside. Coming up on the other side of the break, it'll be Albert Gasparian to join us. At the half, it's Glendale 7, Golden West 3, as you're watching Golden West Rustler football right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Halftime here on Golden West Field. At the half, Glendale on top of the Rustlers, 7-3. Rahshaun Haylock here in the booth, joined now by Athletic Director Albert Gasparian. Albert, thanks so much for taking some time to join us here this afternoon. Golden West Field, last year was great. We had one game here for the 50th anniversary. It was so great, I guess everybody decided let's just do it for the entire 2017 season, huh?
No, it's been great, and that was really what led up to it last year. That was the final piece of the puzzle, is to show the campus just how great this is and what it could do for the entire college. And you know, fortunately, the student ASGWC, the student government, came through and got us some funding, and they're really excited, and they've been just incredibly supportive. And you know, this is the first. I was a little worried about today. It's been a long haul getting the field ready and getting everything going, and you know, but it's gone off great. Hopefully, we could score a few more points in the second half, but. Other than that, it's just been wonderful, you know, that with this heat and the holiday weekend, I was worried about the crowd. It's a really good, solid crowd, and it will just build through the rest of the season.
Nice crowd, very comparable to the 50th anniversary game from a season ago, just in terms of the capacity. Of course, hoping for that second half push for the Rustlers. You mentioned the associated students and them really making a push. From what you gathered from them, why was this so important for them?
Well, I think once they saw with the 50th anniversary game, it's just what it could do to the campus. We've got just great students and leaders on this campus the last couple of years, and you know, they've really pushed and they've helped. And I think once they bought in, our faculty have really bought in. Our academic senate was very supportive. They voted, of all the projects proposed, building the stadium permanently was number 2 on the faculty rankings. So that just shows you that I think the entire campus really wants this to happen.
Halftime here on Golden West Field. Rahshaun Haylock joined alongside Albert Gasparian, athletic director here for the Rustlers. So to get the associated students involved, and then the college steps in and they do their part as well. You mentioned the vote, how this was voted, you know, number 2 by the entire faculty. How do you sense a change in just the overall vibe on campus now with this being here?
Well, I think the overall vibe, the campus, the college has hired some really good younger leaders, administrators, and I think the entire campus push is for more student engagement, to do more things like this, identify with the community. I mean, obviously going off campus for 50 years
it's tough.
Just is not good. And you know, everybody knows that. It's just a matter of making it happen. And it's been it's been a good solid 10, 12 years of pushing to get to this point.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no going back now.
Yeah, this is the 12th season for Coach Mitchell, and pretty much as long as we've been here, we haven't been here all 12 years, but pretty much as long as we've been here, this is probably year 8 or 9 for us now. He's been really pushing for this. This has been a priority for him. You mentioned having to go across there. You got to see their colors. You got to see their colors. You got to see their logo. You got to see all those things. So it's nice to have the confines of your own place. The 12th season. Actually, I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier, just about more student involvement. I went to a commuter school at CSUN, and just knowing how tough that is to get, students, community involved. What are some of the challenges that you guys have faced with that?
Well, it's not just athletics; it's everything, and that's where I'm saying I think us working in conjunction with the student government has been great. Like I've said, us playing these games on campus has nothing really to do with football. It's really about this is the biggest venue we could get to connect with the students, with the community, and hopefully everything else grows out of that. I think if we get more people at the theater, more people at the musicals, just all our other events, that's really the idea, is to just get people to find their niche and being connected with something.
You mentioned a little while ago, no turning back. What is it going to take for that to actually ring true?
Well, we've got a permanent scoreboard coming. We just couldn't get it through the state architects in time for the season. So this rented scoreboard, we're going to put a permanent scoreboard on. Then it's a matter of just raising the money or getting the support for these bleachers, which is really minimal in the long range of what it is, until we can figure out a way to get the permanent bleachers and stuff built.
This may be unrelated, but I know this is a place in which a lot of NFL players frequent during the off season. They come here to work out. They like the facility here. Obviously, this new field you guys put in, it's the third year now since the field's been in here. Does that have a role at all? Does that help at all, just in terms of there being more eyes on the situation?
I think the field was the biggest thing. We needed it. The old field, they couldn't keep up. The grass was dying. And so getting this turf in was just the best thing that happened. Obviously, we couldn't have done it without that. Then it's just, now you've got the field, why not? And, I think, having those quarterbacks here in the NFL, guys hanging around, it was unbelievable, some of the people that are running around in the mornings. And, I think that I don't know if everybody on campus really even knows it, but it certainly hasn't hurt.
And almost a who's who of some of the NFL quarterbacks. Albert Gasparian, athletic director for the Golden West Rustlers, joining us here at the half. Nick Mitchell in his 12th year. This is the 13th year for you here. What's that relationship between AD and head coach like?
Well, this is my 33rd year here total.
Well, 13th year as the athletic director. My apologies.
It's interesting. Nick's done a tremendous job. It's like any football coach, they want the most for their program, so they're always pushing it and they're always doing it. And you talk to any athletic director, and that's what you want out of a coach. I don't care if it's water polo, football, baseball. Everybody, if you're not pushing for your program and advocating, you're not really trying to be competitive. So that part's great. He's done a really good job. I think besides us being successful, the fact that we have very well-behaved young men that take the academics serious for the most part, and we've done some really good things in the last couple of years with our academic support systems for student athletes, and that's really, I think we're going to turn a big corner this year with that, just trying to get every student athlete to know what they need to do, know the NCAA rules, do the best they can in the classroom from the get-go. And I think that's really an important thing, and Nick's really strongly believed in transferring people and doing those things. So, I think the relationship, I really honestly think we have the best coaching staff, top to bottom, for all sports in the state. And I wouldn't trade our people for anybody.
Well, no argument here. Albert Gasparian joining us here at the half on SportsNetUSA.net. Now, talked about football. Water polo program is always impressive year in, year out. What are some of the other things going on with fall sports that you are excited about and that Rustler fans should be excited about?
Well, I think water polo, Scott Taylor and then Matt Flesher, our women's coach in his second year, has done a great job of improving that program. Both of those teams will be state competitors. Men's water polo went undefeated last year. They're open up next week. We're pretty excited for them. Men's soccer, who's competitive, been really one of the top teams in the state. They're really good again. But I think the biggest improvement has been our women's soccer program. Our new coach last year, Christy Grana, got the job in July and had one player literally when she took the job. We struggled through last season. Now I think she's got 28, 29 girls out there. And, they won yesterday 2-0 their first game, and I think they'll be really solid. So that's really exciting to see a new coach come in and turn the program around in a year or so. Women's volleyball will be competitive. They'll be pretty good. So I think overall our entire program's in really good shape.
Nice. Well, they got a great leader. Thank you so much for taking your time, Albert, and joining us.
Everything you guys do.
Albert Gasparian joining us here at the half. We'll step aside. Halftime here at Golden West College. Rustlers trailing the Vaqueros 7-3. More Rustler football coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Golden West football on SportsNetUSA.net. Welcome back to Golden West Field. Halftime here. Rustlers trailing 7-3. Let's go over some halftime stats quickly. Take a look at the total yards. Glendale, 124 yards on 32 plays. Golden West, 129 yards on 35 plays. The penalties, there's been a lot of them. 12 combined, 6 on each side. 54 yards in penalties for Glendale, 65 for Golden West. That's 54 for Glendale, 65 for Golden West. Glendale's on the time of possession, 17:54 to 12:06. Rustlers' next third down conversion will be their first. They're 0 for 7. Glendale 2 of 8. Vaqueros 1 of 1 on fourth down. Rustlers 2 of 4 on fourth down. And the red zone chances, Glendale 1 of 1, Golden West 1 of 2. Tavai, 10 carries, 28 yards for the Rustlers. Buxa had that 1 carry for 10 yards. Beau Kalbacher, before he exited the game, was 6 of 11 for 42 yards. And Buxa 0 for 5. Actually, that can't be correct because John Pyle came in and had a couple of attempts. So we'll get that one squared away, hopefully. Or hopefully they will on the official stats. Receiving, Tavai had 2, White 1 catch. James Baldwin had a kick return for 33 yards. For the Vaquero side, 7 carries, 46 yards for Felipe Meza. David Allen, 3 carries for 12 yards. Daniel Torres, 2 for 10. Michael Bonds, pretty impressive in that first half. 12 of 16, didn't get rattled as Rustler defense came after him quite a bit. But didn't get shaken, didn't get rattled. Engineered a nice drive to end the first half, which gave the Vaqueros a lead. He was 12 of 16 for 68 yards and a touchdown in that first half. Dominique Wilson and Tyree O'Neal, 2 catches apiece. Wilson with 21 yards receiving to lead the Vaqueros. Saul Rodriguez had a 26-yard field goal, capped a 5-play, 13-yard drive for the Rustlers after that block punt, in which they were unable to get into the end zone. And Felipe Meza had the touchdown reception from Michael Bonds. Capped a 12-play, 79-yard drive in which the Vaqueros held the ball for 6 minutes and 25 seconds, tremendously engineered by Michael Bonds. And that put them on top, 7-3, and that's where we stand right now. The Rustlers, if you remember, if you were with us, they won the toss and elected to defer in the first half. So they'll be receiving the ball to start this second half. Special thanks to Albert Gasparian, athletic director here at Golden West, for joining us here at the half. Rahshaun Haylock, Andrew King here with you as we're getting ready to get this second half started. It will be Baldwin and Johnson back to receive it. If you're just joining us, Beau Kalbacher, who got the start for the Rustlers, left this game right at the start of the second quarter with a left arm injury. Officials late to come out of the locker room, as well as the Glendale coaching staff. They put the ball on the tee to be Seltzer kicking it off. This one going to be returnable by Johnson. Johnson with space, breaks the tackle. Johnson slippery at the 35-yard line, cuts it up, and he's going to be taken down at the 39. Angel Santana making the stop.
That was return right. Kickoff return right for the Rustlers. Let's see which quarterback comes out to start the second half. It's a good thing they won the toss and deferred because now they got a chance to go down the field here and get some points here, get something going, make some halftime adjustments and get going here.
It's going to be Joe Pyle at quarterback. He hands it off, and this is Tavai. He's tripped up, picks up 2. Brings up a second down.
That looks like a toss play. Toss right, basically. The offense for Rustlers, they like to run some zone blocking and some man blocking in the run game.
They stay on the ground. You got to be impressed with this Glendale defense so far, especially this front four. Tavai hasn't had a whole ton of room to run.
No, he hasn't.
With the exception of that one gain that he had, that 10-yard rush that he had in the first half, there hasn't really been much to speak about. Third down, Pyle over the middle, pass caught. That was Mouton right at midfield. Enough for a first down. They needed 5 and they picked up 6. So that will move the sticks. And that's the first third down conversion of this game for the Rustlers, Andrew King.
Yeah, going over that. Not to go over that a little bit, but time of possession, third down conversion, turnovers. And the only one the Rustlers won of those 3 is turnovers. Time of possession, third down conversion was won by the Vaqueros. It shows in the scoreboard as well.
They send Smith in motion. They give it to him on the fly sweep. Smith, nice open field tackle made that time by Delgado. He picks up 3. And it's going to bring up a second down as we approach 13 to play here. Eddie Delgado, he's made his presence felt so far this afternoon, right? Playing at strong safety for these Vaqueros. Wearing uniform number 22. We've called his name quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, strong safety help set the edge in the run game and pop the receivers and tight ends over the middle as well. So
they got the pistol this time. Pyle going to keep it himself. Comes to the outside. There's a flag on the play as Pyle's pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, but it's going to be a hold against the Rustlers.
It's coming back. That was a nice skimper by the quarterback, and they have to give up 10 yards. All for naught.
So second down and 14. Pyle in the flat, throws it over the head of Tavai, incomplete.
Pyle's pass is incomplete. Intended for Tavai. Third down.
Yeah, Augie Cicero made that happen there.
Pyle with, let's see, no free play there. Looked like the defender drew the offensive lineman out of his stance.
Defensive lineman comes across the ball. The lineman can jump.
It was James Dunaway. But they're going to call this one a false start against the Rustlers.
Oh, man.
Wow. Third and forever. Pyle stops, steps up. Pyle going to tuck it in and run. Tries to get outside, and a big hit there on that far sideline as he goes down just shy of the 45-yard line. Not nearly close to the first down marker, so the punting unit will come on.
Defense for the Rustlers have to keep them in this game here. Only giving up 7 points. Done a real good job so far.
Baldwin puts a leg into this one. Delgado backpedaling. He lost the handle. Looks like he recovered it, though, at the 5.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's what they
almost needed. A gift there for the Rustlers.
Oh, that might be the spark they need right there, too. It's first and second half.
Not a bad consolation prize. They pinned him inside the 5. Which defense has to step up here.
Coach Mitchell take the safety and get the ball back, right? They take that, right? Take 2 points.
So we have a new quarterback, Guy Gibbs, freshman out of Burbank. His first play is a handoff, and it's Meza on the outside, and Meza gets around the edge. A first down and more ahead to the 18-yard line. Pickup of 13 there.
Russell's
and
playing.
First down for Glendale.
Sorry about that. Russell's playing the pass there, not setting the edge on the run game, and that's what Meza got free there on the right-hand side.
And Gibbs, a prolific prep career in his own right, led Burbank to a CIF Southern Section title game berth last season. This time they stay on the ground and not much success at all. That was Justin Parker making a stop and hard hit there that time, and he helped the guy right back up.
Tackled by number 44, Rudy San Jose. Second down.
14 on the clock. He's just now getting the huddle to call the play. Got to get up and call the play. I'll run the play quick.
5 seconds left on the play clock for Gibbs. 2, 1. They fake the handoff. Gibbs keeps it, runs right into Damon Roberts. And we were told he'd probably be on a pitch count, but I tell you what, he's making the most of his pitches, is Roberts. As he's been effective on that D-line, and that's what Rustler fans are accustomed to seeing when number 1's in the lineup. Missed him a ton last season. 9:25 to play third quarter. Third down and 10, Glendale. At their own 18-yard line. It's in the tight end, Mincy, in motion. Gibbs, high snap, it's over his head. Gibbs falls on it in the end zone. Safety? They say he's out at the 1. They mark him down at the 1. Fourth down.
I think the Vaqueros right give it the 2 points. Wow.
Are you coming here? Or do you set up a return?
Oh, no, you set the return. You make him think you're coming. No.
Take a look at the replay here. He looks to be down in the end zone. He fell on it. I guess they're saying where he fell on it at, but he didn't really have possession of the ball until he got inside the end zone. Wow. So they take a delay of game here. That's going to move him back about an inch. Nice job by Ed Ford, our operations manager, on the replay there.
Raise the roof! Raise the roof, Josh!
Seltzer gets rid of this one. Johnson going to take it at the 45-yard line. Coming near side. A flag comes in.
Oh, my
Johnson
goodness.
with room. He's going to take
Oh,
this
my
one
goodness, man.
inside the 10. 5, cuts it back, falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Rustlers.
It's coming
But
back.
there are 5 yellow hankies on the field. And this one going to be coming back.
No way, man. That was not. Oh, it's embellishing more than anything else. I know the guy's hurt. I'm not trying to. Oh, come on, man. If you can see the guy's numbers, how can you block him in the back? You see his numbers in front of him. His front numbers. You can see his numbers. You can hit him.
Well, that's one. There's plenty more where that came from. I don't think all those flags were for that one.
No, but that started it. Didn't like an offset. Regardless, the play's coming back. I'm not trying to attitude with you. I just frustrated because the referees are not consistent today, other than being inconsistently consistent, basically.
So on your screen right now is Jamie Washington. He was the beneficiary of one of those crackbacks, the freshman out of La Cañada. He's going to be able to come off under his own strength. Remember, Lester Towns earlier was giving him a piece of his mind after he made a mistake earlier in this one. So, tough break there for the Rustlers as referees huddle. This must be serious. First time we've seen them huddle this afternoon. They have that official to official communication, so basically they're all wearing earpieces and have microphones so they can talk to each other without really huddling. But
They're having their first caucus. Okay, that's what happens here.
I think they're, due to the fact they're about 5 flags. It's going to be a holding against Glendale. Another holding against Glendale. Block in the back against Golden West. Then you got a personal foul against Glendale. Offset and penalties. Looks like you're going to have to repeat the down.
Oh, man. Repeat the punt.
So Ed Zapolsky had a lot to sort through that time.
Was it a legal block in the back?
So he had 2 holding calls.
2 holdings.
A block in the back.
Yeah.
The 2 holding calls were against Glendale. The block in the back against the Rustlers.
There was one more. Personal foul.
And there was a personal foul against Glendale as well on sportsmanlike. So we'll do it again. Johnson parks at his own 41-yard, at the Glendale 41-yard line, pardon me.
All that, and they got to do it again.
Seltzer with his heels on the end line. This one going to be a low line driver. And Johnson going to play it on a hop. Far sideline, Johnson with the crease. Can he do it again? Markel Johnson inside the 15 and out at the 12. There's another Vaquero down on the turf, but no flags this time.
This one down to the 11-yard
Looks like that's Eddie Reyes who may be down on the turf. But Markel Johnson, a young man who can be electric with the ball in his hands.
No, Reyes made the tackle. I don't know who that is on the floor.
Oh, pardon me, that was Reyes on the tackle.
Sorry about that, partner. A lot of players down.
It's Manuel Nahara
there
who
you
was
go.
shaken up. .746 left, third quarter. Glendale 7, Golden West 3. Joe Pyle stays in there at quarterback for the Rustlers. He has 3 wide receivers. Gives it to Tavai, tries to go to the left side, and he's going to be tackled at the waist there by Charles Suey.
Carries the ball down to the 7-yard line. Second down.
So a pickup of 4 there brings up a 2nd down and 6. Rustlers do not need a touchdown for a first down. 4 wide for Pyle. Looking far side, Mouton catches, end zone, touchdown, Rustlers.
Nice little slant pass to the left there. Couldn't have been thrown any better. Nice catch, touchdown.
So it's the 3rd quarterback to take a snap for the Rustlers this afternoon that throws the first touchdown pass for him. It's Joe Pyle, the freshman out of Fallon, Nevada. And the Rustlers go back on top, 9-7. Rodriguez in for the point after. This one nearly blocked, but it's good. So Golden West up by 3. Rustlers 10, Vaqueros 7 as you're watching Golden West Rustler football right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Rahshaun Haylock here alongside Andrew King. Our entire cast of SportsNetUSA.net characters. This first Saturday in September, this first Saturday of this SCFA football season. And both these teams got off to somewhat slow starts.
Somewhat. That's been generous, my friend.
A little bit, huh? A little generous?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
They got off to slow starts. Just go ahead and say it.
Probably a little generous. In the first game, you know, you got jitters, you got
Oh, the refs.
timing,
Refs in the way.
got refs in the way, you got announcers trying to sort through things.
That's true.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Rustlers will be in Riverside next week, so whatever issues they have, they may want to sort those out.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough game next week. RCC's always good, right?
You know Tom Craft will have his bunch ready.
Yep.
Here's the kickoff. And Meza going to run underneath it. Meza with the crease. Meza with some space. 40-yard line. Across midfield. Meza chased from behind and finally pushed out of bounds inside the Rustler 35-yard line. Ramsey Al Sherman on the special teams had to chase down the Vaquero tailback. But prime field position for Glendale.
Yeah, starts from the far side of the field, zigzags his way over toward us, almost like a serpentine or S, like an S turn almost. That'll spark the offense, spark the entire team right there. Good, nice return like that.
So Gibbs stays in there at quarterback. They send a man in motion. That's Martinez. They throw it in the flat. Pass is going to be caught. There's a flag on the play, however, as Torres inches his way forward for a couple.
Illegal shift. The receiver was coming in motion. He started going toward the line of scrimmage. You cannot do that. They give you some leeway, but they don't give you that much leeway. I think it's illegal shift, if I'm correct. It was on the motion man from left to right.
Andrew King right on top of it, an illegal shift there that time by the wide receiver Dylan Martinez.
They'll give the motion man leeway, maybe a foot, but any more than that, it looks obvious you're going. And then when the ball snapped, they don't want that. They don't want you. It's not the CFL. You can't be going forward.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 15 as we approach 6.5 to play here in this third. Gibbs with 3 wide. Low snap. Handed off. Here's Torres. And he's going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's the big defensive tackle there again, Siliuta.
Down to the 39-yard line.
He's been impressive today also. And covering quite a bit of ground for a big D tackle, right? Standing at 6'1", 275, sophomore out of Edison.
Coach Mitchell seems to always get good defensive linemen. I think ever since you and I have pretty much been calling this games for this college, he's always been able to get good down linemen to rush the passer.
And you got to credit Savea Harrington, the defensive line coach here. He does an excellent job year in and year out. And there's going to be a flag there as a Rustler jumped offside. And we were just talking about him.
Was he induced?
It was Siliuta.
No, he wasn't. Offsides.
So essentially the 5 that they lost, they get back. 2nd down and 9 now for Glendale. The Golden West 34-yard line. Gibbs, low snap, hands it off Torres. Torres shifty to the outside. Torres at the 20 and pushed out of bounds by Maduena.
That was that same draw play they ran earlier in the game. In the first half, they ran that play, same draw play to the other side, from right side to left side this time. For a nice game for the Vaqueros.
Pickup of 16 on the play. 1st down and 10, Glendale from the 17-yard line. Torres again. This time he'll try the right side. And this time a host of Rustlers will meet him before he's able to turn the corner. Led by Avery Jones, the Mike linebacker.
I had a feeling they were going to roll play action or run the ball to the right-hand side. They ran the ball to the right-hand side because didn't look like the edge was going to be able to be set on that side, the far side up from our perspective. But obviously the Rustlers proved me wrong.
Torres actually picked up 2 there. 2nd down and 8 from the 15. Gibbs looking near side and incomplete. He was looking for Wilson. JT Thomas there on the coverage.
Yeah, Wilson was trying to get the pass interference on Thomas. Referees didn't quite call it on that though. But nice try. Maybe a quick slant here, Rahshaun, maybe a draw play or something.
3rd and 8 from the Rustler 15-yard line. Gibbs. There's the slant, Andrew King, and it's Wilson. And JT Thomas there immediately to take him down at the 5-yard line, but it looks like it's going to be enough for a 1st down, however. 10-yard pickup there. So 1st and goal from the 5 for Gibbs in this Glendale offense.
I guess I'm on a roll today. I'm calling pretty good.
Last time they were in a goal-to-go situation, they got under center. Gibbs does it this time as well. Meza, the tailback, nowhere to go.
They're not going to run the ball for a touchdown here. They're going to have to pass it because they're not going to run it.
On the carry. No gain. 2nd down.
It's not going to happen. Their defense is too stout.
Staggered eye. Gibbs to Meza. Tries to turn the corner. No. Desmond Posse, the safety coming up for the tackle. as Mesa picked up maybe a yard. Let's see, where they spotted at the 3-yard line, so they give him 2. It's going to be a 3rd and go.
Yeah, they're gonna go play. They're gonna go play action, throw the ball. They're gonna go play action here.
3rd and go from the 3.
They're gonna stuck up the defense and throw it over the top somewhere. Maybe a fade pattern. Actually, probably a slant because you can't do play action and fade. It doesn't really work out that way too well. So, yeah, look at the far side up here. Look at the far side right there.
It's time they go out the gun. They have Wilson locked up with Johnson one-on-one. Maybe a pick play. Gibbs has a man wide open back in the end zone. Johnson nearly had the interception, however. Whoa, with his speed, that would have been 6 quick the other way. Johnson just couldn't get his hands on it.
That's why he's playing defense.
He was a talented receiver in high school.
No, that's why he's playing defense. It's a joke. I'm only kidding.
Seltzer in to attempt the field goal.
So Seltzer's out there without a holder. Michael Bond scurries onto the field. 7 seconds left on the play clock. Seltzer from 20. Snap is good. Kick is good. So we're all tied up. 10 apiece. 2:28 left here in this first quarter as you're watching Golden West Rustler football right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Rahshaun Haylock here alongside Andrew King. And Andrew, how about that answer there from the Glendale Vaqueros? It was all set up, though, by the Mesa kickoff return. Got him down to the Golden West 35-yard line.
All I'm saying is the Golden West and Coach Mitchell dodged the bullet. They could have given up 7 there, so they only gave up the 3. It's a tie ball game. Where the game's going, I think Coach Mitchell would go with that. Now they got a shade over a quarter to figure out who the winner's going to be and who's going to be a loser. Who's going to get a W in the column and who's going to get an L in their column. A nice kickoff return to answer. Maybe a touchdown here. Return would be good.
Fans, get up, get loud. It's kickoff time.
Baldwin the third and Johnson back deep for the Rustlers. Seltzer will kick this one away. Johnson will have this one at the 5. Johnson tripped up around the ankles and down at the 31-yard line of the Rustlers. Christian Ornelas on the special team stop there for Golden West as they'll start the drive at their own 31-yard line.
They got to answer back, but they can't what some people call gripping. They can't grip the stick, you know. They got to, like in hockey, you have to be poised. No, the pressure's on, but still be poised.
Pyle still in there at quarterback. He has Tavai behind him in the pistol. They give it to the tailback. Tavai churning for a couple extra yards. Picks up 5 there. Tackle made by Jackie Gully for the Vaqueros.
34-yard line, second down.
Nice little play. The B gap between the right guard and right tackle.
Gully with time. Going to tuck it and run, and he slides at the 45-yard line. Pickup of 11 there for the quarterback, Joe Pyle.
6-yard line.
And a first down for the Rustlers.
First down.
Nice poise by Pyle there. Didn't see him open, just runs up the runs, scampers for 11 yards, first down, Rustlers.
Pile out of the pistol once more. Tavai will try the left side. Tavai with space. Second level, Tavai lowers the boom at the 30-yard line. And a first down for Golden West.
Big carry for Tavai. Goes down at the 29-yard line, and it's a
Pickup of 25 there for Tavai. And you see what he can do in space there, Andrew King. And he finishes runs. I know you gotta like that.
Yeah, you get him running downhill, open space, he's going to hit you. You're going to bring him down, he's going to make you feel it.
So we got a timeout on the field. Timeout going to be taken by Glendale. Their first charge timeout of the half. 54 ticks left here in this third quarter. Rahshaun Haylock alongside Andrew King. Rustlers opening the 2017 season here against the Vaqueros. Said it was a slow start. Thought there may be a turnaround. It was a nice touchdown drive earlier in this half. What do they need to do here to finish this drive, Andrew?
Well, doing what they're mixing up the running pass well. They just need to stay poised and no penalties, knock them back. You know, knock on wood, referees don't see something that the rest of us don't see, I guess you can say. I guess I should cut some slack to referees. You know, just like us, it's our first week calling a game too. So, but yeah, I just as long as they're consistent and they don't hurt themselves, they should be fine here. But you got to go for the 7. I wouldn't. Well, I guess you can go for 3, but that extra point was almost blocked on their side. So they, and the snap, you never know what that's the long snapper. You never know what kind of snap you're going to get. So you've got to consider that as well.
Here's Pyle. Pistol one more time. Gives it to Tavai. He'll try the right side. And a nice little move to get back inside and across the 25-yard line.
And I want to go over something. The reason why some coaches prefer pistol over shotgun is because in shotgun, running back has to be left or right, flank to the quarterback, either side of the quarterback. When he's in the pistol, he can run almost like I formation or single back. He can run either side equally because he's in the middle. That's why some coaches prefer the run game out of the pistol.
Pyle changing the play. 10 seconds on the play clock, 15 on the game clock. Tavai takes it. Stiff form. Big boy stiff form and a nice block by Sheldon White to spring him to the outside.
That was the counter play from right to left.
Tavai on the carry, goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Mark him out at the 18.
And that brings up a
Enough for a
Rustlers
first down. And that's going to be the last play of the quarter. So after 3, Golden West 10, Glendale 10. As you're watching Golden West Rustler football right here on SportsNetUSA.net. Rahshaun Haylock alongside Andrew King here and our SportsNetUSA.net crew. In case you're just joining us, this game was scoreless through quarter number 1. Rustlers took a 3-0 lead after a block punt by James Baldwin II. Got him deep into Glendale territory. Could not finish the drive, however, so they had to settle for 3. Later in the second quarter, starting quarterback Beau Kalbacher left in an ambulance with some sort of left arm injury. Vaqueros responded with a touchdown of their own right before intermission. It was a touchdown pass from Michael Bonds to the tailback, Felipe Meza. Joe Pyle answered with a touchdown pass to Mouton. That put the Rustlers on top 10-7. The Vaqueros answered with a field goal, and that's where we stand right now, knotted up at 10 apiece.
Well, we started out 0-0. We're starting the fourth quarter 10-10. So still knotted up, just a 1 next to the 0.
Joe Pyle, the third quarterback who has seen action today for the Rustlers. Here's Sheldon White. First time we've called his name with the ball in his hands tonight. And there's going to be a
Fumble recovery.
wow. They looked like he was down.
Yeah, fumble recovery. The Vaqueros recover the ball.
First play of the quarter is a turnover for the Rustlers. It was White losing the handle. And then there's going to be a penalty after that because of a late hit. Unreal. It looked like I thought White was down from here, but of course, officials have a better vantage point than we do up here in the booth.
And there was a first late hit personal foul as well, right? Dead ball, yeah, late hit personal. Yep. Give him 15 yards. Wow. Not only do you turn the ball over, Rahshaun, you spot them 15 yards. Talking about shooting yourself in the foot.
So it had been a pretty good drive that these Rustlers are putting together, but it ends with a turnover. First turnover of the game for the Rustlers. They give it to Mesa in the flat, and he's going to be taken down from behind. Rez McKinney Jr. on the stop.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Second down.
Yeah, Rez McKinney Jr. just ran him down.
So they end up losing a yard there. Brings up a second down and 11 from the 30. Gibbs. Actually, check that. That's Bonds back in there at quarterback.
Yep.
Delivers near side. Oh, nearly picked off. Ford was there and just could not reel it in.
Bonds' passes incomplete.
Yeah. Ford
Broken up by number 6, Justin Ford.
Ford undercut. Read that route, undercut it, just couldn't quite make the catch.
Second time this afternoon, Bonds has kind of got away with one, right?
Yep.
3 wide, 3rd and 11 for Glendale. Minty, the tight end, in motion. And this one going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyree O'Neal.
Bonds' pass falls incomplete.
Nice pressure there by the Rustlers.
Intended for
And so Glendale, after forcing the turnover, goes 3 and out.
They ran the same exact play 2 times in a row to Ford, and Ford read it, undercut both times. The one time he could have, the first time they ran that play, he could have intercepted the ball. That was just good defense there.
Markel Johnson out to receive the punt for Golden West.
Need a big return here.
Seltzer, directional kick that time, but Johnson going to take it off of a bounce. Johnson with the crease. Johnson a spin. Oh, look at number 9 go. Johnson tripped up inside the 40 and just shy of the 35-yard line. The athlete of the year from Vallejo is down here in Huntington Beach and wowing some folks.
Put that man on offense and give him the ball. Throw him the ball in open space.
A beautiful return there by Markel Johnson, freshman out of Vallejo, St. Patrick, St. Vincent. So Pyle will start at 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of the Vaqueros. Tavai. Ankle tackle there made by Gallagher. Good to see him back in the game for the Vaqueros, freshman out of Loyola.
33-yard line. Second down.
And he's a player that they really like on this defensive unit. Teddy Gallagher, 6'1", 235-pound freshman. They go with the stack. First time we see this afternoon. Pyle looking far side on a slant right and in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver, Smith.
Smith was alligator arms. He knew the defensive back was there to hit him, and he alligator armed that one. You got to make that catch.
You have to, right?
You have to make that catch. I can understand being distracted by the defender because you're going to pop, but you know what? You're going to get hit anyway, so you might as well catch the ball, right?
3rd and 7. Pyle, they set up a screen. They go to Smith one more time. Smith hit hard by Gallagher, and he got maybe 2.
You got to go for it. You have to go for it.
4th down here for the Rustlers.
You have to
Nice
go
job
for
by Gallagher. I tell you what, if he didn't get to him, Smith had a lot of room to run.
it. Yeah, you're right.
Offense stays on the field. 4th down, and let's call it 6.
One-on-one coverage down here with Deese.
Pyle, look in that direction. Going to run out of the pocket. Going to scramble. Has enough for a 1st down and gets out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And Lester Towns, the defensive coordinator, is livid right now.
At the 21. First down, Rustlers.
Pyle extends the drive. It's a 1st down for Golden West. Their second 4th down conversion of this game. Now 2 of 3. As we approach the 12-minute mark in this 4th quarter.
Showing good wheels.
Pyle with 3 wide. Tavai, stutter steps, hurdles the defender, breaks the tackle. Tavai on his feet. Tavai, end zone, touchdown, Rustlers.
Tavai on the carry to the right. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He was determined he wasn't going to be stopped. Touchdown, Rustlers.
A 21-yard touchdown run by Amata Tavai. Coaches say he's shifty. Well, guess what, Andrew King? He's also a powerful back, and he showed the brute strength there to give the Rustlers back the lead. Extra point is good by Rodriguez. The Rustlers up 17-10. Their largest lead of this ball game. How about that run, though, Andrew King?
You gotta love it, right? I mean, that's the kind of grit that Coach Mitchell wants his running backs to have. The whole team, basically. But that's, you know, it's almost like a defender with the ball, right? I've got the ball. You're not coming to get, come get me. I'm gonna hit you. So there's nothing that says in the rule book that a running back can't dish out punishment just because he has the ball.
21-yard carry, the longest run of the day for Tavai.
Now, I don't want to jinx anything, but let's hope that they don't give up a long run here. Run back here on the kickoff here.
The last time they were in the end zone, that's what happened. It's Joe Pyle, who came in relief, has engineered 2 touchdown scoring drives for the Rustlers. One capped with his arm, the other one with that run by Tavai. Kickoff is a low line driver, and a jump catch there made by Hernandez. Jerry Hernandez is going to be upended at the 25-yard line, down officially at the 27. 11:53 to play here in this 4th quarter. Rustlers 17, Vaqueros 10, as you're watching Golden West football right here on SportsNetUSA.net.
This has actually turned into a pretty good ball game, huh? Slow starter, but pretty good ball game.
Not a bad second half.
And it's cooled off. That's a good thing too, right?
It has cooled off tremendously.
That's always good.
So Bonds will be out there in a 4-wide set, 1 tight end. Bonds scrambles and dives to the 39-yard line.
Bonds keeps the ball. Runs it down.
And you know, just
3-yard line.
the defenders can hit him as long as he don't slide. They can hit him. He's fair game. I mean, they can't take shots to his head, obviously, but you know, he doesn't slide. They can hit him. So he's a ball carrier.
33-yard line, pardon me, a pickup of 6 there. Brings up a 2nd down and 4. 2 wide. 1 back. And they give it to him. That's Torres. He tried to get back inside, but Avery Jones not having it. Had some help there also in the form of Silas Collins coming off the edge.
Yeah, run right from the C gap between the right guard and tight end on that side, the strong side or tight side, I guess you could say.
3-yard gain there, 3rd and 1. 10:47 left, 4th quarter. Torres, the lone back. First time today, hasn't been a goal-to-goal situation, and Vaquero quarterback is under center. Bonds try to keep it himself, and he gets more than enough for the first down. As he's up to the 40-yard line on the quarterback sneak, he picked up about 4 there that time. They only needed 1.
Yeah, Bonds was telling the center, come on, I'm ready. Stop goofing around. He was tapping him on his hip. Come on, get down, let's go.
And he saw he had a crease
Yeah.
there.
I didn't mean to cut you off, I'm sorry.
So they get back in the pistol. 2 wide. Play fake. Bonds looking for his tight end, Ethan Quinn, incomplete, and a flag comes in.
Oh. What in the world are they calling, man?
Bonds pass is incomplete. There's a flag on the field.
No, they're not going to call that. Come on. Come on. You got to wave that off. You got to wave that off. You have to wave that off.
Wow. Defensive holding against the Rustlers.
Oh, I thought it was. I think a personal foul for late hit after the play, but at least that didn't get called. Still first down though. 5-yard penalty and a first down is better than a 15-yarder, an automatic first down. So
Justin Ford right now having some words with the official.
better let his coach do the words for the official and just play playing the game.
Devon Anderson talking as well. I think they're looking for an explanation. So it's going to be automatic first down, just shy of midfield. Damon Roberts was screaming for a false start on the opposite end,
Yeah, if you
but
flinch,
the flag came in from this near side.
oh, they put the flag away because they call timeout. Oh, come on. Wow. You can hear the crowd. You can hear the crowd getting into it.
So timeout Glendale, their second charge timeout of this half. Rustlers have 3 left. 10:05 to play here in this ball game.
How many games have we called where this has happened with Coach Mitchell? He's had to call timeouts. That comes back to haunt him. Maybe it'll come back to haunt Glendale late in this game, the 4th quarter. Sometimes it usually does, huh? Usually, especially those games where the last team with the ball wins, you don't have timeouts, it really comes back to hurt you. So.
Ball at the Vaquero 49-yard line. First down and 10. give it to Torres, and Collins got to him first and drug him back.
Torres knocked for no gain. Brought down by number 34, John Anderson. Second down.
Yeah, the onus is on the offense. Actually, the whole, Glendale. Field goal's not going to help. They got to get a touchdown and convert the PAT as well. So.
Send Mesa in motion. Bonds rolls far side, throws it to Mesa. Nice little pitch and catch there from the quarterback to his tailback. And he's able to pick up 8 there inside Golden West territory. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 at the Rustler 43.
Running the play, not play action, but the rollout to the quarterback's offhand, his left hand, throwing the ball. The defense is right and offense is left. When the defense is rushing from their right, you're basically passing the ball away from their rush, which is ideal if you're the offense.
They send Wilson in motion to the near side. They throw it in the flat. Torres catches it. There's a flag on the play. Torres a 1st down and more. He's finally taken down inside the 35. But there's going to be an illegal motion against Glendale, and that'll bring this one back.
And the ref was talking to Bonds about it, explained to Bonds what was going on so he can tell his teammates.
So they spot the ball back at the Rustler 48-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Watch that draw play here.
Under 8.5 to play here in this 4th.
Yeah, watch the draw play here, guys.
Rustler showing blitz. They back off, but the front 4 gets to him. Siliuta with the sack.
Siliuta getting silly out there, huh?
And there's a late flag in as one of the Rustlers' helmets is off.
Oh, goodness.
Degnan Thiel is walking off with his helmet in his hand. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Rustlers. Automatic 1st down. Wow.
Come on, man.
So that would have ended the Vaquero drive. Instead it extends after the dead ball personal foul.
I don't know.
Similar to the last drive Glendale scored on.
You expect more poise down the stretch from this Rustlers defense as well, so.
This will be 1st and 10 from the Golden West 40. Bonds barking out instructions to his receivers on the near side. Looking up top, Bonds has a man and incomplete. He was looking for Tyree O'Neal there, but a nice job by Sinatus on the far side, one-on-one. And he's looked good. Talked about the depth in this secondary, and we're seeing it. You got a lot of 2s out there right now for Nick Mitchell, 2s and 3s in what is a pivotal drive.
Well, that's how you train them too, right? You train them, put them there, hey, I trust you now, get the job done, you know?
Out of the pistol, turns around and hands it to Torres. Off the right guard, Torres will get 3.
Torres carries the ball down to the 37-yard line.
Sagapolu on the stop. 3rd down and 7. Five defensive backs for the Rustlers. 3 wide and a tight end. They put Wilson in motion. Bonds. Pressure coming. Bonds buying time. Throws it on the run. Looking for Wilson. Catch.
Gave it to
And
him.
a first down. Tremendous catch on this near sideline. He's knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
That was a heck of a catch by Wilson. And a even better throw by Bonner. Right-hand side. Little waggle to the right. Hits Wilson to the right. Right in the sidelines. Makes the catch. Gets 2 feet. Only need 1. Gets 2 feet in bounds.
13-yard pickup on first down. 1st and 10 at the Golden West 24. 6:10 left in this 4th quarter. They give it to Meza. Meza tries to cut it back up the middle, but nothing doing. Picks up maybe a couple. McKinney Jr. there among a host of rustlers to make that stop.
They keep running these shotgun counter plays so the running backs to the right or left of the quarterback of Bonds, and then supposed to run, typically run the opposite side, but they're cutting it back. That's supposed to fool the defense. It's not fooling the defensive line or the linebackers for the most part of the Rustlers.
Give it to Meza, and Meza runs through an arm tackle, but maybe gets to the original line of scrimmage. Not much there for him. 5:15 left. They mark the ball at the 22, 3rd down and 8. And a defense by this Rustler contingent. 3rd down and 8 for Bonds. Looking past, batted down at the defensive line. Siliuta one more time. He's been all over the place today. 4th down.
Do you go for the 3 here and then
Absolutely
try
not.
to stop? No?
Looks like Bonds in the offense going to stay out there. I think you consider it the way your defense has played, but how they played early, but the last couple drives they've given up scores. Rustler crowd has come alive here. 4th down play for Bonds. Looking over the middle. Off of the outstretched arms of the wide receiver Cobbs. Incomplete.
Wait, is our late flag? Maybe not. Hope not. Hope not.
No flags.
Good. I was just being a little sarcastic. Sorry.
You don't think I know you're being sarcastic?
Well, you know, but does the audience know?
That was funny. That was one of your better ones.
That's still the greatest call you and I ever heard. You still remember what it was, right? It was in Long Beach. What was
Locked body upright.
There you go. That was the greatest call by any PA announcer I ever heard in my life. It was so good. You and I were speechless for about 30 seconds.
Locked body upright.
We just gotta let that sit.
That was amazing.
Yeah. And he was all, the way he would say it, all obnoxious, loud. Yeah. It's kind of funny.
So Joe Powell in the Rustler offense will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 22. 4:38 left. Darren Sandoval in there, getting the carry off the right side. Ahead to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 2.
Nice little running back base play there to the right. Between the right tackle and tight end on that side. Or the C gap for you football gurus out there. Okay.
You hear a G-dub chant. And in all my years doing these games, I've never heard that, but maybe that's what we'll get here with the home field advantage. Pyle hands it off to Vi back in there getting the carry, and he gets a couple.
So I guess this is Coach Mitchell's version of the 4-minute offense, right?
Gotta be.
Run that clock. Run that clock. And then put it on your defense, right? So, okay, guys, go out and get one more stop, and we're no pun intended. We're golden, but no pun intended.
3rd down and 7 is what they're calling it. 3:20 left. Rustlers break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. Pyle. Tavai flank to his right. Vaqueros showing pressure. Pyle looks, caught on a slant. Mouton with a tremendous catch. Enough for a 1st down, and the Rustlers have moved those sticks as we're inside of 3 to play. A nice 1st down grab there by Mouton.
I'm going to go ahead and say, partner, one more 1st down, I think this game's over.
One more 1st down, that might be it, huh?
Yep. Would you not agree?
I think I agree with you. I think I agree with you.
And we can put the W in the column and call today.
4 wide for Pyle. Tavai. And he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Double claw that ball and don't let anyone take that ball from you.
2nd down.
Yeah, you and I got used to the actual home crowd nuances as well, don't we?
And notice also, we're always on the visitor side at LaBarre.
Yeah.
So we hear their crowd and the visiting team's crowd, the visiting team's chants, but we don't really hear so much from the far sideline, which is the Rustler sideline. We're under 2 to play here. Pyle hands it off and nowhere to go. This one going to be up for a loss.
Sandoval with the carry.
That was Sandoval getting the carry.
3rd down.
And it's going to be a timeout taken by Glendale. So a 3rd down and about 11 the Rustlers are looking at. 1:34 left in this one.
I think that's our last timeout, right? They used one in the 3rd quarter, one early in the, like about 10 minutes in the 4th quarter, right? This quarter, so that's our last one. In fact, I remember discussing that with you. So yeah, that is our last.
So what do you think? Do you dare throw this ball?
Nah.
Especially with them being out of timeouts, right? Just keep it on the ground. And
incomplete pass, right? You stop the clock for him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that for?
Just keep it on the ground and.
Unless you got that one play that you think, you know what, let's call it now. You know, that one play you haven't called all game. Hey, if we get in a certain situation, let's call this play. Unless you have that, I don't know. The last thing you want is throw an interception. Another thing you don't want is to punt the ball and have them return it for a touchdown, right? So you do want to put the game away. You don't want to have to ask your defense to do any of this. You want them just to.
3rd and 12. Handoff, as we suspected. And it's going to be Sandoval. He got close, but not close enough. Gets up to the 40-yard line.
Why is the clock stopped?
41-yard line.
Clock did not start. The clock
4th
did not
down.
start.
The clock didn't even start.
It's not moving. Stopped it, George. You stopped it. Who stopped it?
Why was it stopped for?
Not sure why it would stop. Clock stopped with 1:27 left after that run. They put the ball back in play.
They're going to take delay a game penalty, and can punt the ball to them.
Yeah, but why did the clock stop initially, though?
I don't know.
There was not a 1st down.
All right. Sorry about this.
Actually, let's just take a timeout here. The Rustlers take a timeout with 54 seconds left and a 7-point lead.
Like I said, the only thing scary about this is putting the ball to them because they got a pretty good returner back there, a couple of them. So I'm not saying tell the punter to shank the ball on purpose, but if he shanks it and goes out of bounds, it might be better off, huh? And just play defense.
Just play defense.
Yep. Well, another thing you could do, right? Another thing I think about, right? If they're not if Vaqueros aren't heads up, is just throw the Hail Mary, do the Hail Mary thing. If they catch the ball, it's like a punt, right? It's a turnover, but it's a punt. If they don't drop the ball, and you can get a pass interference call, right? You can get them if they're not thinking they catch the ball. The guy wants to intercept it and he wants that stat, right?
Especially with this being such a young team.
Yeah, you got to be heads up. You knock it down. This situation, it's not worth having the INT on your stat line. Let's hope that snapper can get the snap right this time.
Right about that. James Baldwin to punt it.
There we go.
Delgado back to receive it. And what a sensational kick by Baldwin. It's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback.
That was exactly what Coach Mitchell wanted, other than a coffin kick.
Big time leg, folks. That's what we were told. And you see it there.
45 seconds to a W.
What a kick.
Yep, start this season out right. Let's get the W, boys.
Remember, Glendale has no timeouts left. So everything they do will be towards the sidelines. They set up a screen. Here's Meza, but he can't get out of bounds. No. Medwena comes in there and cleans it up.
Yeah, they got to hurry up and get on the ball.
Bonds tried to call a timeout. They don't have any.
There are no timeouts.
Clock is ticking with 25 and counting. Under 20 seconds now. Bonds trying to bark out the play. Snap is taken with 12 left. Bonds looks near side, nearly intercepted. Markel Johnson, eyes probably as big as saucers there that time. He was going to run straight to McFadden.
Yeah, well, he was hoping. He was hoping for the ball, thinking of all the dances he was going to be doing. So, got to make that catch. Got to make the catch first, then dream of what you're going to be doing.
So Rustlers call a timeout here with 8 ticks left.
Yeah, they're telling him. Coach Mitchell telling him, don't get the pass interference call. Don't give up the cheap pass interference call. Let them catch it and tackle them. That's all they got is one play. Reminder to everybody listening. The game of football cannot end on a defensive penalty. It'll be an untimed down on a defensive pass interference call. Or defensive holding, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. The game will not end. Surprised they don't play deeper than that. Way deeper than that. But I guess I know why.
Bonds with 4 wide.
Yo.
Rustlers send 4. Bonds flush. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. 3 seconds left. How about Damon Roberts? He got in there to break that one up. This Vaquero offense is going to be seeing number 1 in their dreams all week long. He has been impressive in his return from that knee injury that ended his season a year ago.
This should be the game here.
Rustler safeties all the way back near midfield. Bond steps up and is going to be sacked to end the game. The sack goes to Sagapolu as time expires here on Golden West Field. Golden West 17, Glendale 10, your final, as the Rustlers win their season opener here in 2017. And with the young quarterback Bonds, he did some things really, really well. But a situation there, had more time than he thought he did. Maybe didn't really have to step up into the pocket that quickly.
No, but it was just, I mean, talk about insurmountable odds there. I mean, got 3 guys deep. You're way deep in your own end. Unless you get a pass interference call or something like that, continue the game. This wasn't much hope for the Vaqueros. They played a very good game, actually a pretty good game. And, you know, I have respect for them. They played a heck of a game today.
So the Rustlers win the season opener, 17-10. We'll step aside to put a bow on this one. Golden West 17, Glendale 10 as you're watching Golden West Rustler football right here on SportsNetUSA.net.